What's up, folks? I'm Odd, by the way, and welcome back to our little Pokemon character creation customization game thing that I do. I've been doing for a little while now. This is episode, oh my god, 6 or 7? One of those two. Basically, I pick 3 bootleg Pokemon out of this little baggie and I try to kind of customize them digitally, either like inspired by their goofy traits that they have based off of the bootlegged nature of them, or just based off of fun animal traits that I thought would look cool on a Pokemon. So let's just get right into it. I've got this little baggie here that basically just blind select from inside of it. Okay, and boop. Holy shit. It's what's it called? Dendrophobia? The fear of trees? Enhance! I actually forget what this Pokemon is actually called. Is Phantump? Is this Phantump? Or is this... I don't remember. But okay. I haven't drawn one of these guys in ever, I don't think. Okay. Next selection. It's a Clefable. It's goofy. Enhance. Nice. Okay. Fun. Kind of goes with, what's their name? I don't actually remember. The Clefairy that we did before that was slipping you off. Okay. One more. Ooh. Oh, it's the off-color, oh my god, Tyrunch. The evolution of it. It looks like a Digimon. Enhance! This is so poorly colored. I don't know, is this what the shiny could look like? The yellow? Or is this just somebody made a guess and was not right about it? I can't totally tell. He's kind of fun though. He's kind of goofy. I could play around with this idea. Okay, so that's a strange selection of characters that we have. We have a Clefable. Oh my god, I don't remember what you're called. The tree guy and the evolution of Tyrant. That I also don't remember the name of. These are not a selection of Pokemon that I'm entirely used to, but that'll be fun. Alright, let's hop right over to Speed Paint voiceover. See you there. So first up we have our Trevenant, whose name I literally remembered right after recording. I decided that I really liked the black bark and the lighter accents of the bootleg, so I wanted to play around with that. The vibe it gave me was kind of like charred, so I basically decided to make, I guess, almost sort of a regional variant that would be like a ghost fire type. The leaves around the wrist and the head have turned into fire, and the bark has basically been turned into charcoal. I tried to further that by adding some sort of like geometric scaly texture to the bark. The inside of him is also glowing like those trees that get hit by lightning and burn from the inside out. I'd imagine the flavor for this sort of Trevenant in the games would be that it's a vengeful spirit who died in like a forest fire, or maybe like a volcano explosion, I don't know. I named him Wraith, and I think that he's really cool. He almost gives me like green Sauron vibes. Next up, we have our Clefable. I briefly considered giving our Rex Clefairy Luna an evolution, but I ultimately landed on another long hair variant. This one is quite a bit longer than the Elekid I did, almost more like an Afghan hound. This one gives me almost the opposite vibes of Luna. She's like her hippie cousin with just no thoughts in that little head. She will likely also decimate you in battle, all while being totally chill about it and unable to see because her curl has grown out to a fringe covering the eyes. I considered making her shiny for a bit, but the green ear tips didn't really do it for me. I seem to be unable to draw the cleft line without little tummy patches either. They just look almost naked without it now. I gave her a little heart on her belly and named her Whimsy. She is the crunchiest of all Clefables and totally looks identical to her trainer, who is probably a big fan of the Oddish, if you catch my drift. Then we have Tyrantrum, who I totally did have to look up because I didn't remember its name. Oddly enough, remembered its first step. Can you tell which generations I kind of fell out of Pokemon for a little bit? So this one had me a little stumped initially, but I had one idea and ultimately just decided to follow that after I finally got the pose sorted out. Since Tyrantrum is already a little fluffy, why not full fluff? I took inspiration from the weirdly yellow bootleg and decided that the yellow was in fact feathers. I know it can be apparently a little divisive, but I love paleo art with feathery dinosaurs. Nothing against the lizards, and I'm sure there were plenty of them, but seeing them closer to their birdie descendants just made them look so much more like real and solid to me. This boy gets to keep his red skin underneath, but gets a solid layer of yellow and orange feathers. I imagine this is maybe another regional variant, or maybe like a Legends one, where Tyrantrum evolved the actual way to exist in a cooler environment over time. Think like the new Jurassic Park movies that are apparently horrifically inaccurate. He also sort of gives me Lion Dragon vibes, which I think is super cool. I named him Rooster because I felt like it fit. I considered Chicken, but I figured I'd let him keep some sincerity. This feels like a pretty battle-ready Pokemon still, and not necessarily a pet like some of them have been. But that may also just be because of the nature of the more cool-looking Pokemon anyway, because I feel the same way about Wraith. But those were this week's variants. I'm especially happy with all of these, but I think I like Wraith the most. He's super cool, and I could see something like this being an actual variant in the games. Besides Clefable, this wasn't necessarily a roster of Pokemon I'm totally familiar with either, and as usual, I think I like them better now after having drawn them. Let me know which one of them is your favorite in the comments, or any other art challenges you'd like to see me do in the future. And of course, you can subscribe to catch those whenever they do come out. At that though, I'm going to leave this here, and I'll see y'all next time.